This may be one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life. Jesus Christ, the Messiah, Son of God, he is one of the most important biblical characters to have ever walked God's green earth. Today, we embark on a profound journey, a journey that retraces the very steps Jesus took over 2,000 years ago. I'll be walking from Nazareth, where he grew up and began his ministry, to the serene waters of the Sea of Galilee, where he was baptized. I will walk this sacred path accompanied by a donkey, just as Jesus might have. This is more than just a journey through history. It's a pilgrimage into the heart of the Christian faith. As a Jew, I'll be discovering new things about Christianity I didn't know, and showing you guys, the audience, the deep connection that Jesus Christ shared with his Jewish faith, and just how much of that tradition is carried through till today. Join me as we connect with the past in a deeply meaningful way, living the journey that shaped the course of history, following in the footsteps of Jesus Christ.
Thank you to my patrons on Patreon for funding my content. I cannot make these videos without your support, and I really appreciate it.
Shalom Chaverim, and welcome back to Israel. I got a crazy one for you today. I'm at the top of Mount Precipice, right outside of the holy city of Nazareth, where Jesus Christ was raised and lived a lot of his life. You've got an epic view here of Emek Israel, or the Jezreel Valley, looking over a lot of the beautiful parts of the Galilee. Now, before we get into our mission statement for today, we'll be talking about the significance of Mount Precipice in the life of Jesus Christ. Many of you guys may know that Jesus was rejected by the Jewish people, rejected for being a false Messiah according to the Jewish faith. And the rejection of Jesus Christ is said to have taken place right here at the top of Mount Precipice. According to the story, the people of Nazareth, not accepting Jesus as Messiah, tried to push him from the mountain, but he passed through the midst of them and went away. In Hebrew, this mountain is known as Har HaKfitza. Kfitza meaning jump in Hebrew, according to a tradition that Jesus actually jumped from the mountain into the valley below. But this theory is no longer accepted. Now that we know a little bit about why we're here, let's learn a little bit about the people who are with us. This is my good friend Chemi.
Hello, hello.
Where are you from, Chemi?
I live now in the Philippines, but originally I'm from Mount Meron.
And we've got a new friend.
My name is Tzvika, and I live in Golan Heights.
In the Golan Heights. And Tzvika, you brought us, what are these things?
Yeah.
Donkeys! We need somebody to carry the stuff. If we are walking, we don't carry it on our back, right?
We are going to be taking this very lovely animal called a donkey. We call it a chamor, in Arabic a khmar. And we're going to be walking with them across this northern part of Israel. We've got 3 female donkeys. Can we give them some biblical Hebrew names?
Miriam.
What about Shifra? Miriam, Shifra, and Batsheva. How's that?
Batsheva the top.
Okay, now we need to assign the names to each donkey. Shifra, Miriam,
And Batsheva.
and Batsheva.
Yeah.
Batsheva, Kapara, look at the camera. Miriam, come on, Miriam. As we descended down Mount Precipice, we made our way over to the foothills of Mount Tabor. And later in this video, you'll have the opportunity to support an artisan from the town where Jesus is from. Big thanks to Artsabox for sponsoring today's video. More on them later. So, jump cut from Mount Precipice to right at the foothills of Mount Tabor. So Mount Tabor is actually significant in the life of Jesus because this is where the said transfiguration of Jesus Christ is said to have taken place. The gospel accounts that Jesus and his 3 apostles, Peter, James, and John, went to this mountain, Mount Tabor, and at the mountaintop, Jesus began to shine with bright rays of light. The prophets of Moses and Elijah, known as Moshe and Eliyahu, appeared and spoke to them. And then God goes ahead and calls Jesus son. It's where we're going to start our camp for tonight, and then we begin walking tomorrow towards the Sea of Galilee, where Jesus Christ walked on water. So this is Ein Hazan. It is a spring, or as in Hebrew we call a Ma'ayan. A big part of traveling across Israel by land, traveling across the Holy Land. A lot of people don't know. They think this whole country is desert. Especially in the north, there is a plethora of freshwater springs, just like this one. We planned some of the route to be alongside these beautiful springs. Tzvika slaughtered this goat. And this is goat meat from
But
his farm.
a lot of meat for
only three
people.
boys.
Yeah.
So need less meat. I love it. On the concrete. That's how we do out here, baby.
It's only field, איך אומרים? ארץ הקודש.
At the base of Mount Avol. Chemi, look happy.
I am very happy.
So there it is. Camp for tonight. Get a little fire going. Pass out for the night. Tomorrow begins the real adventure. Tefillin, also known as phylacteries in English, are small black leather boxes containing scrolls of parchment inscribed with verses from the Torah. Traditionally, these are worn by Jewish men during the weekday morning prayers. They serve as a physical reminder of the connection to God and the commandments. The practice of wearing tefillin is rooted in biblical instruction, symbolizing the binding of God's word to one's mind and to his heart. Many Christians might see a connection to Jesus Christ through tefillin. We all know that Jesus was a devout Jew, most likely a rabbi, and he also most likely practiced wearing the tefillin, the same exact way that I'm doing right now. To me, there is no easier way to find God in the Holy Land than to putting on tefillin in the morning while in nature. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. בוקר טוב.
I slept like a baby. Wow. The adventure is officially beginning. So Chemi is giving me a little instructional. We just packed up the donkeys.
You're gonna see, dude, like you're gonna walk, it's moving. We didn't tie it. You can tie it with ropes, but we don't, because we don't have too much things, it's okay. We didn't tie it. But you're gonna see that with the time, it's gonna move right, left, it's gonna move a little bit because one side is more heavy than the other, so it's gonna start. So you always put it back to be in the middle.
Basically a job of balancing.
Exactly.
To balance
If
them.
it's gonna be too much in one side, we're gonna put a bottle of water in the other side.
But we really don't have much stuff on us. Most of the stuff we're carrying is light.
Each one of them can take 3 times more than, much more. They have less than 10 kilo each.
Yeah, it might look like a lot of stuff, but it's very, very light. That's it. We're going to unlatch them now, and we're beginning the journey to Kfar Kama. As I said, we're following in the footsteps of Jesus Christ in his neighborhood, where he would have walked and explored and lived his life. We started in Nazareth, Mount Precipice. We're now going to be walking along trails all the way down to the Sea of Galilee, where Jesus was baptized for the first time. This may be one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life.
During COVID, instead of staying home, everybody is locked down. He took a donkey from Zvika, from his farm in the Golan Heights. I went all the way up in the Golan Heights, went down to the Jordan River, went up to Mount Meron, went all the way to Rosh Hanikra,
Wow.
north above Nahariya, went down to farm. 2 months by myself with a donkey. Of course, friends came to visit all the time. From all the 10 years I'm traveling around the world, it's the best fucking trip I ever done.
So this is actually how me and Chemi, first we really bonded when we met in the Philippines a couple years ago. But I'll never forget when Chemi told me this story, and it's always been in the back of my mind of like something we need to do. Happens to be that Chemi's in Israel at the same time as me now. And he brought up the idea of doing it. I was like, we cannot miss the opportunity. And it's unbelievable sometimes in life. You talk with a friend about a story about how he walked around with a donkey across Israel. And 2 years later, you find yourself walking across Israel with a donkey. Chemi, what do you have on your head?
I need to buy a hat. I forgot to bring a hat. That's what happens when you don't travel too long. You forget what you need.
So he has a cardboard box of beer.
But look, I have a head. מצחייה ישן.
You guys never met Chemi in these videos, but okay, let's calm down, baby. The one thing that everybody in our friend group will say about Chemi is that Chemi is a character. No matter, this is the most character human being I've ever met in my life. So check this out. So we're in the residential parts of Kfar Kama right now. But so Kfar Kama, the ethnicity, it's I think they're Ottoman. And so you can see the street signs. The first time in Israel I've seen this before. You have Hebrew, Arabic, and then Cyrillic. I'm not sure what the language is. I don't know if it's Russian. You think so? It's Cherkessi? Yeah? Very interesting. Wow. Look at these houses. I'm shocked. Kfar Kama is beautiful. We decided, since it's such a small town, it's really tiny, we're just gonna get lost in the center of town here. There's a local mosque. I'd be curious to check it out. It looks beautiful. It's striped white and black. You can see it right here. There's the minaret. Oh, there it is. It's down the street. It's so cool. It's like in the middle of this town. They have like a little old city. All of a sudden it turns into like a Jerusalem-like construction. But black and white stones. Look at that. Super cool. It's your first time here also, Chemi, right? Yes. So here it is, the Circassian Museum. There's a very different construction style here that I like. It's like the stones are like black stone. Kind of almost like what they have in Tiberias. Found a local Circassian olive plantation that is right next to a bakery. Hey. So we're gonna tie up our little donkeys and see if we can get any Circassian delights. Special. This is a baked good with Circassian cheese. Looks amazing. Definitely gonna get one of these.
Oh, yes, I think one this.
Yeah, I've never had Circassian cheese. All right, wishes were absolutely granted there. This 100% they had some local Circassian stuff. That's really awesome. Kfar Kama, here you go. It's called Mazan Bakery. Mafrim Cherkessim, which means Cherkessi bakes goods. Circassian bakes goods. Okay, we don't know the name of this, but it's hot and delicious. Look at how beautiful this is. Wow. Oh, I love it already. Oh, it looks like cottage. I've never had anything like this before. I really like that actually.
It's really good.
That's very nice. Wow. This is one of the best things I've eaten in Israel. Holy shit. That is amazing. We have a thing called a ziva in Israel. It's a baked good. But this one has cottage cheese. I had to get up out of my seat. I was relaxing. This is so good. Chemi's definitely got the right idea. Bite of a tomato. Winning combo. It's been a great time here in Kfar Kama, right, Chemi?
Indeed.
Very relaxing, nice breakfast here by the olive grove. We are unleading our donkeys right now. I should also add, because we're walking in the footsteps of Jesus Christ, a big part of it is water sources. Alan. I love it. Basically, because we're walking in the footsteps of Jesus Christ, we are going to be focusing heavily on water sources, like the Sea of Galilee, like these springs. Big part of his life and these journeys was baptism. We're going to engage, and it's a big part of Israeli culture too, to bathe in these Mayanot, especially in the summer. Look, we are in an active war zone right now. The north of Israel has been lit up by Hezbollah rockets in the last 10 months. But it's not dissuading us from at least enjoying this part of life while this terrible war is going on. We've got to, because if we don't, who is going to? You know, you got to keep this part of it alive. So that's the goal. Let's find some water sources. Enjoy our nice little hour walk with these donkeys. POV, you're my donkey. So cute. He's such a good donkey. Whole squad on that reel? Whole squad on that reel. Gang shit.
West side is the best.
West side, baby. Something very Judean about this experience, walking on these big open roads. with these date palms on the side and a donkey. Really transport yourself 2,000 years back to the time of Jesus. A little bit of a overgrown spring. Ein Saf Saf. So the story of the Circassians is Russia regained the Caucasus occupation in 1763. The Circassians fought them for about 100 years, and eventually about 1.5 million of them were forced to leave their homeland. It was an expulsion, an ethnic cleansing. Most of them found refuge in the states of the Ottoman Empire, like here, which at one point was under the occupation of the Ottomans as well. In the second half of the 19th century, the Circassians built 3 villages on the land of Israel. 2 of them remained. Kfal Kama, where we are right now in the Lower Galilee. The Circassians have integrated well into Israeli society while preserving their language, identity, and culture. So that's the explanation for the Cyrillic in there. They came originally from the Caucasus Mountains. Ironically enough, that's where part of my family comes from as well. It's actually where part of my family was ethnically cleansed from by the Muslim occupiers of that area. So as you can tell, in the Middle East, this whole region, there's just been a lot of ethnic cleansing and moving populations around left and right. Nothing is as it seems. That's the reality. But what I can tell you guys, with Mount Tavo over there in the background and the Lower Galilee in front of us, absolutely beautiful. We're heading out there. I don't know if you guys can tell, the landscape is changing. You can see here these rolling mountains are slowly going down. We're going lower in elevation, and that's because we're heading to the Sea of Galilee. Sea of Galilee is the second lowest body of water in the world after the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea also in Israel, just next to the Sea of Galilee. So we're going to be doing quite a bit of descent. You can see how all the landmass is sort of going down. Whew! It is hot. It is hot, baby. We've been walking pretty much for the last almost hour with no cover whatsoever, just in the open. So here's the thing with hiking in Israel during this season, or doing a walk like this. You can't walk during the heat of the day. So we woke up super early. We're out by 5. We've been walking for a while now. It's coming up to 11. Between 12 to 3, 4 will be the peak heat of the day. And it's very, very hard to walk when that sun is beating directly on you. So like I said earlier, we're trying to find that source of water so we can chill by it until the evening hours. And then between the hours of 4 or 5, we'll continue walking till around 7 or 8 when the sun's completely gone. All right, the hot Holy Land delivers again. We've got a beautiful freshwater spring, some family swimming in, a little pool. It's gonna be fun. All right, I think we're gonna hang out for a good couple hours because it's so freaking hot. But you can sort of see right there, that's the drop off into the Golan Heights and the Sea of Galilee. So we're really making a lot of time just in 2 days. There's a little source of water here at this little pool. Tie him up, let him drink a little bit. We'll take a dip. Tell me, what you doing? Oh no, it's so nice. Oh man, that's beautiful. It is cold. Wow. That is so nice.
Six hours later.
We've spent over a good, I would say, 5 hours here, no? And we're now saddling up the donkeys again. What a friendly animal. I absolutely love these guys. So cute. We've been chilling with them all day in the shade today. And they've been absolutely wonderful. It's not something I'm very experienced in, but I'm going to show you guys how to saddle up a donkey. So it's just like a sack of rice. We've got the harness on him. And then we just put that right like that. It's most important to make sure it's snug and that this is covering this front part. And then we can just start it evening out. We're trying to get them as balanced as possible. That's it, we're off to the races in the afternoon sun. It's getting less hot now. It's actually getting kind of windy. And all right, let's go, puppy. And that's it, folks. We're doing this beautiful walk. It's great to be moving again. Yeah, I spoke way too soon. A bit of a crazy situation. All 3 donkeys ran off. My right hand is useless now. I tried holding on and got a donkey burn on my hand, which fucking sucks. It really hurts. I got this big boil on my hand now, a big blister. But we're still good. We're in high spirits. I'm in a lot of pain, but it's all right. We're gonna be going down into the town of Yavniel, which is just a walk down here before we make our major descent tomorrow into the Kinneret. So let's roll. We have a bad synergy between the three donkeys when it comes to walking. Shit.
If the day wasn't hot, long, and challenging enough, now we had to cross our first stream with the donkeys. Something I learned today is that not all donkeys like water, and a lot of donkeys are afraid of streams. So we had to do a little bit of convincing on our end. But we managed to get these badass donkeys across the stream, and they were rewarded with some nice pats.
The last half hour of this journey has been the most challenging so far. I don't know how much of this was captured on camera properly, but beautiful landscape, yeah? We're making it through this just absolutely gorgeous. Feels like the Holy Land if there ever was one, but we crossed a river or a little stream with them, and they really didn't want to cross that, so that was difficult. And just shit falling off, them running away. It's been a journey. It's been a journey for sure. It's definitely gotten a little bit more challenging, but that's the fun in this. So we've made it to a pretty beautiful little spring. This one's a little bit more built up than where we were today, a little bigger. A lot of bees here. There's even some fish inside of this little pool. It's called Ein Tarpaz. Tarpaz? Tarpav.
Very different. This year and this year is a total different.
Is this what we want to call bedtime? Is this the place?
I'm wondering.
I'm wondering also.
Why is it in the camera that make us become like a very strong Israeli accent?
I don't really know. It's immediate.
בקלאווה, איך הוא הגיע לך?
Abu Baklawa?
It's because of the camera. It's because I don't know. It's because the camera make you speak like this.
So, sorry that I'm in my underwear. I was just giving some water to the amazing donkeys here on Mayan Tarpaz. This is the site of Mayan Tarpaz. It was established in 1926. We're going to take a dip in it as a mikveh to cleanse ourselves. The Jewish concept of a mikveh is to cleanse yourself. I'm going to show you guys how I dip in there. So you can see this is the entrance to the little mikveh. It's hidden behind a wall here because men usually get naked before they go inside. So this is from Wikipedia. I'm going to be doing it the very Jewish way. I've actually never properly been into a mikveh naked before. But this spring today is used as a source of water for the herds of cattle that graze in the area, and also as a mikveh. Mainly for the local followers of the Breslev movement, which there are a lot of that live in this Yavniel village where we're at. They usually bathe in it. They use it to purify their bodies every morning before prayer. And actually, from everything I looked up online, this place isn't like a biblical Mayan. It's not a spring that's been around for thousands of years like a lot of the springs in Israel. Oh, that's good. It's also important to mention that women who dip in, usually they'll do this to cleanse themselves. There's a prayer that women do specifically before they immerse themselves in the mikveh water to clean themselves off. I don't want to get into whether this is a baptism or not, because I think there's a similarity culturally probably between the two. I'm not well versed enough. Again, I've never properly done a mikveh before. But what I can say, at the end of the day today, sweating all day walking with these donkeys through the bush, it is definitely appreciated. And I feel very refreshed from this little dipping hole. It is very nice. Wow, that was great. Right here in Yavniel, in my underwear. Pretty lovely experience, this whole bonfire experience. I've been living in Tel Aviv for the last 6 months or so, in pretty city-like environments when I came from living in the literal jungle in the Philippines. So it's been really nice to kind of go back to the roots of nature again. But this is what I'm used to. I've gotten very, very used to being like this all the time. And just having these fires every night. This is some great stuff. Absolutely loving it. Out here in the nature. Special guest for tonight, Zvi, has joined us with a flute.
As the night carried on and our campfire dwindled, what occurred to me is how very special it is to be a Jewish person in the land of Israel in this day and age. Yes, our cover of House of the Rising Sun on a ukulele and a flute is pretty amateur, but there is something very, very, very unique about Jewish people sitting around a campfire in their ancestral native homeland, vibing to tunes together throughout the night.
זה היה נשמע טוב. כן, כן. וואו, זה היה מושלם.
Now, if you've ever wondered how you can make a real difference in the Holy Land, I've got something special for you. As I've been walking with these donkeys from Nazareth to the Sea of Galilee, retracing the steps of Jesus, I've firsthand seen the impact that these troubling times have had on the ancestral homeland of Jesus. This is the cradle of Christianity, and it is in pain. Our partners at Artsabox offer a powerful way to bless the Holy Land and its people. You may not be able to visit Israel right now, but with an Artsabox, you can bring Israel into your home. By subscribing, you're directly supporting small businesses and artisans here in Israel. Artsabox isn't just a collection of beautiful items, it's a way to connect with the land of the Bible. Each box is filled with handcrafted gifts, spices, and treasures from local farmers, as well as wood craftsmen and soap makers, some from the very areas we traveled across on this journey, and by the very same people whose lives and businesses are being uplifted by your support. So don't keep your Artsabox waiting. Bless your home and bless the Holy Land. Sign up today at artsabox.com and use my exclusive code CLAT10 for 10% off your entire subscription. The link to Artsabox and my discount code are in the description below, so go there now and sign up. Your box will arrive in 10 days, filled with the spirit and beauty of Israel. Huge thanks to Artsabox for sponsoring this video and our incredible journey in the footsteps of Christ. It would not be possible without them, and we are very, very grateful.
Good morning, YouTube fam. I wanted to show you something cool I just taught my donkey. Donkey with a hat. That's a hat donkey. Hi, cutie. I like your hat. Looks good on you.
You look so cute.
Just walking my donkey with a hat. That's my donkey with a hat. Oh, never mind. We start in the morning here with a beautiful sunrise. We're here in the camp. Today we get to make our descent in to the Kinneret, to the Sea of Galilee. Very excited for this. So before we head out of the spring, I met this wonderful man, Asaf Nachshon. He just came to bathe in the spring. Can you tell me a little bit about what life is like here in Yavniel?
Yavniel is a special place. I think many could say that this is the place where one can be himself. It gives you enough place to be you. You're feeling allowed.
Now I want to ask you like a deeper question, because I think many of the people who are watching me, when they think about a Jewish person, they think about somebody who's walking around with a black suit and the hat. I think that you are exactly the kind of Jewish person that I love to show on my channel because it's diverse. But what kind of Jew are you?
Well, we need to see beyond the clothes.
Okay.
Some people are very different than the clothes they wear.
Right.
They just represent something, but if I took the clothes and put them on myself, it doesn't mean I truly stand behind them, you know?
Correct. And is there a specific, what you wear, is it a specific sort of, it's just, this is how you...
I like the white color.
The white color.
Yes. And people even give me the white colors they have.
I love it, man. Asaf, very nice to meet you, brother.
You too.
Thanks. All right, so me and Tzvika are off. We're beginning. So that's the town of Yavniel right there. We slept right outside of it. We're going to try to cut around it as if to not bring the donkeys any closer to the main road. So we're going to walk through this beautiful field right here as we work our way down towards the Yardenit, which is the place where Jesus was baptized. It is this little freshwater stream at the south end of the Sea of Galilee, which we're working our way towards. Shifi, come on, Shifra. Well, this is interesting. There's some horses running free here. No saddles. Okay, so Tzvika is saying that horses are generally afraid of donkeys for some reason. But this is intimidating because they're pretty big. Some action, ladies and gentlemen, some action. Come on, mama. Brap. Hey. Hey. לא לרוץ?
לא, אני אומר, עליו.
Now, I don't mean to make a scene and drama out of this, but this was intense. My heart was racing. Papa Tal's comfortable with donkeys because they're small, but this horse was huge. It does not look the same way on camera. It's towering over you, kicking with its massive feet, and we're trying to assess the situation while 3 donkeys are basically barricading me into them.
Yeah.
Tzvika handled this whole situation with class, strength, and courage, while I was aimlessly walking around holding onto the donkeys, hoping that I wouldn't get kicked in the face.
Doesn't care, but that was pretty intense for me, I gotta be honest. I have zero interaction with horses. It's a big animal that can really hurt you.
And as if somebody was watching us from up above, after nearly making me make a mess in my pants, we came across a familiar face.
So after that little horse fiasco, the guy Asaf we met earlier brought us into our house. He happened to be just the field right over. Look at this view from his house. You can't really see that well. It's beautiful though. Yavnei, like he said, is a very special place where a bunch of different people from a bunch of different walks of life live. And yeah, that horse fiasco definitely set in the gears for today. A little bit of adrenaline. Look how beautiful that is. That's amazing. We even cut up some dates for us. Dates, coffee. It was a great breakfast. After bringing us into his home and letting us meet his wonderful family, his adorable kids, and his beautiful wooden house on the side of a mountain, he told us about his ideology in life and how he makes free olive oil and free bread for people and literally just hands it out. That's what he does. He literally just hands out food to people for free. I'm so grateful we got the opportunity to run into this guy. What a sweet person. What a beautiful story. What a beautiful family. What a beautiful stop. Literally feels like we're traveling in the olden days, you know? You have near this area. They're very much like old school sort of hippies here, and that was like a kind of like a Jewish hippie. You can see what this neighborhood looks like. It's little settlements with caravans, very agricultural land. And Asaf just let us into his house spontaneously, the guy that I interviewed earlier. And now we get to descend down this hill in Yavnei towards the Yardenit. Hopefully by the end of the day today, we're in the Sea of Galilee. We got quite a bit of a walk, and the heat of the day is coming upon us. So let's see if we can make it. Here's somebody coming out of their car to take a picture with the donkeys.
جحش بعربي جحشة فين بيتي ماشي بخاي اشوف اصورك مع الحمار يلا نطلع زي تعال شوف تعال
اوبا
هذا صورك صورة الجحشة ايوه حصان زي سوس.
Stan?
حصان.
Hassan.
حمار زي حمار.
Khmar.
وهذا جخشة.
מה זה ג'חשה?
أتون. يعني كيفاه. جنب عربية أتان. والله. توريم لكن. جخشة ما زي النيب كذا زي ما زي جخشة. هاي. خلاص يلا.
أيوة.
يا سلام يا عيني يا عيني.
I love it. These little side quests. This is great. מה נשמע?
איזה דרך אתה עושה?
אנחנו מגיעים לכנרת, בדרך לכנרת. מנצרת.
מה, אתה עושים כל זה? הלכת מנצרת?
כן. יבניאל החלק האהוב עליי. איזה אנשים חמודים יש פה באמת. אתם מתוקים. ביי אחי. It's early morning here, so a lot of people are like seeing us for the first thing when they step outside, taking out their trash, driving through the town. Everybody stopped to say something, shake your hand, say hello. Because we are walking through a town. Look, it is agricultural here, but there's not a lot of donkeys roaming through the streets of this town. So people are kind of excited by the idea. It's been a big conversation starter. I cannot recall in the last 48 hours since we started this how many people I've told what we're doing. Everybody's questioning, oh, you guys are with the donkeys. What are you doing with the donkeys? Telling them we're doing this trip in the footsteps of Jesus, trying to sort of recreate what that would have been like. And people are very, very happy and interested in it. It's just people stopping over to send well wishes, and man, what a great feeling. This was definitely my favorite part of this trip so far, is this section walking through Avniel. So we've been walking through these farm fields with all these tractors and stuff for the last little while, and just opened up for us right now is a view of the beautiful Sea of Galilee, which we're going to try to make it through tonight. This is the Wadi, or sort of the old river system, stream system that we're going to be walking through, descending down into there to get to the Sea of Galilee later today, to the Yardenit, where Jesus was baptized, and of course the body of water where Jesus walked on water. Donkeys are in good spirits, we're in good spirits. It's a little bit hot. All right, here we are, making it to En Sami. Not the easiest thing in the world going down a hill with a donkey. I learned that this week. So we made it to En Sami. Now it's time to
beat the donkey ourselves.
Yep. Chemi says the donkeys will not make it over this bridge. Detach all the stuff from them and walk. You can see here's the sign to go in. It's like another spring system. This is the freshwater spring. There's a sign here that says drinkable water here, so it seems like that water is drinkable. And actually, it may look a little bit green, and that may dismay some people from coming in. It's probably also a little bit hot because it's very, very hot right now. Jeez. Very, very slippery. Very nice and cold.
לא מחכה, שום דבר.
תוסיף לי עבודה, שנייה.
אתה תעשה שט.
Very nice spring, it's very nice. Chemi wants to get it naked, so I have to cut. Absolutely fantastic watering hole here. It's great. Super nice. So refreshing to be able to take a nice little dip. Again, visually the water doesn't look great, but it is great. All right, we killed a nice hour out there. We're back on the road now. We're officially descending into the Wadi. 4 or 5 kilometers. In we go. You can see here in Israel there's a lot of really nice setup trails. I'll show you guys this one. So this is called, you can always tell in Israel, this path, it's called Shvit Israel. It's 3 colors, orange, blue, and white. It's also known as the Israel National Trail. It is the trail that cuts across all of Israel. Right there, you can see the colors there again.
Is white, blue, and red, which, yes, white is Hermon, red is the desert in the south, and blue is because the blue and white of Israel. But when you walk, the next one we can show them, they are not a line, parallel, but not a line. One of them gonna be a little bit forward, the middle one, and then the last one gonna be a little bit down. And you can always look on it, and if the white one is the forward and the red is back, you know you're going to the Hermon.
North.
But if you turn around and you go to the other way, so the red one is the orange is the one forward and the white is back, and then you go, you're going south.
What'd you say, Chemi?
It's gonna be a very challenging road, and I'm very hopeful that we can make it. Because if not, we're gonna need to drive it back.
All the way back. That'll suck. Chemi said it's going to be a very challenging road, and he really hopes we're going to make it.
All depends on the donkeys now.
Yeah. I got to be honest, they're really good though. These donkeys are amazing, man. They're like, look how they're navigating. My fear is that a donkey's going to fall on me and then I'm going to eat shit. That's a really scary thought. Onwards and upwards, folks. The path of Jesus Christ knows no rest days. Come on, girls. So we're in the Wadi now. We've been in it for a while. But you can see this view in the back. You can see where we came from. We're all the way up there. Not at the tippy top, somewhere in the middle. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Right in front of us, we can officially see the Jordan Valley. We have successfully walked from Nazareth all the way here. Phew! What a journey. We still got a ways to go, a few more kilometers until we're there. But just to the left through this hill that you can't see is the Sea of Galilee, the Yardenit. Exciting stuff. There she is, ladies and gentlemen, the Sea of Galilee. Look how beautiful she is. Gorgeous view here. What a rewarding feeling. What a rewarding feeling when you've been chasing after this for a couple days. And it's just this big, beautiful body of blue water. Ah! I'm so excited to swim in there.
And over there, you know Aram Naharaim?
No, what is Aram Naharaim?
I don't remember, I think Aram Naharaim. Don't catch me. It's where the Jordan... אבל יש שם סיפור, כנס ליוטיוב, תבדוק. לא,
I'm 100% keeping that in the video. So much confidence. That was the most Israeli thing you've ever done. You know Aram Naharaim? Listen, I tell you about it. It's like
I don't remember what exactly.
Well, I don't remember.
Something with the water over there, and there was a big terror attack over there. That's why I remember the name. But what exactly was the place itself? There was like schools was going over there to see it because there is something over there which I don't remember. And yeah.
Amen, Chemi. Amen. What many of you guys might know as the River Jordan, right here. We call it the Jordan River, Nachal Yarden. The historical biblical river that both empties into the Kinneret, the Sea of Galilee, which is over there, and empties out and continues on to the Dead Sea and then beyond. This is it right here. Provides us all the beautiful streams along the way.
Like very soon is joining together with the Yarmouk, which is coming from over there, and then it's become to be a little bit bigger.
We're gonna keep on moving on. As tempting as it is to go in there, because we would love to be in the water right now, it's been a hot walk. We're gonna keep pushing forward to the Yardenit so we can show you guys this historical place. Come on, donkey! Donkey! Chemi was saying, what a smell of the Kinneret, and it's so true. It's just, you can smell the Jordan River. It's the fresh water. We're walking through these reeds, and it just smells like, even there's a little bit of a breeze here, and you can hear the trickling of the water of the Jordan River. Ah, so tempting, but we still have a little ways to go. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We've actually now officially made it. We walked all the way from Nazareth, the city where Jesus was raised, and we just made it to the Yardenit, the baptismal site on the Jordan River. Lovely man just allowed us into the site a little bit after hours. It's already closed here. It's a race to the finish, Remy. My brother, we did it. That's it. Here it is. So here it is. We did it now from Nazareth to the place where Jesus got baptized for the first time in the Jordan River, in the Yardenit. And that right there is a finished adventure. Whew. What a great feeling.
It is here in these sacred waters of the Yardenit that Jesus Christ was baptized by John the Baptist. This baptism is more than just a ritual. It is a bridge between the physical and spiritual, a moment where the purity of the water mirrors the purity of the soul. In Israel, spiritual cleansing by water is a deeply rooted tradition. The mikveh, a Jewish ritual bath, represents a physical and spiritual purification, a practice that literally echoes through time. Just as the springs of Israel have refreshed countless generations, including Chemi and I, on our journey in the footsteps of Jesus Christ, the Jordan River at Yardenit continues to offer a place of renewal and transformation.
You guys have ever seen people getting baptized here near Tiberias, in the Sea of Galilee, in the Yardenit? It's been most likely at this site. It is the most famous place, the Yardenit, the site of Jesus Christ's actual baptism. Shout out to Mamduch, man. Mamduch, who works here. Water, let us go in. What a boss, man. For real. That's Arab-Jewish cooperation right there. That's what that was. I love that.
It's a Muslim Arab together with a Jewish gathering in honor for Jesus.
Amen, brother. Hallelujah. Oh, man. So, the adventure's not over because we still have to go to an amazing place called Capernaum or Kfar Nachum. So let's jump there right now.
No trip documenting the journey of Jesus Christ from Nazareth till the Sea of Galilee, where he walked on water and got baptized, would be complete without visiting this incredible synagogue. With its ancient columns, with that Roman-inspired style, and its very distinct design, these Jewish archways with all these Jewish symbols on it. You got an absolutely incredible archaeological site. It's my second time here. It's absolutely empty. Every time I've been here, it's been absolutely empty. Obviously, during the war right now, there's not a lot of people traveling in Israel. But this site is unbelievable. Capernaum, or Kfar Nachum, known as the town of Jesus, was where Jesus performed miracles and taught in this ancient synagogue. This village, rich in Jewish heritage, was a bustling hub of Jewish life in the Galilee. The synagogue where Jesus preached was a center of learning and worship, reflecting the deep connection between Jesus and his Jewish faith. Today, Kfar Nachum, Capernaum, stands as a powerful reminder of the shared history between Judaism and Christianity. And as we live in times that are continuously testing both the Jewish and Christian communities worldwide, this place reminds me that Jews and Christians need to stand together in the face of adversity. But this is the thing that's always blown my mind about this place, right here. Came here not too long ago for the first time. This Star of David from 2,000 years ago. This Star of David is remarkable for all the people who have questionable history on Jesus' faith, where it came from, land of Israel, and a Jew, a very big Jew at that. There you go, carved into the stone here. You have so many insanely beautiful Jewish artifacts from the synagogues back in the day. When they, the disciples, had rowed about 3 or 4 miles, they saw Jesus approaching on the boat, walking on water. And they were frightened, but he said to them, "Be not afraid, it is I." John 6:19. This is the quote, the famous quote of Jesus' proof of walking on water right here at this site of the Sea of Galilee, outside of his old town of Kfar Nachum or Capernaum.
This is an incredible sight. It is the most pivotal historical site of one of the most amazing moments in the New Testament, in the Christian faith system. And the view from here, you can see it right out there. That little hilltop is Har Harbel, Mount Arbel, which also Jesus had a revelation, and I believe with the devil. There's a really incredible feeling knowing that I walked in the footsteps of such a pivotal character. While I myself am not Christian, through my content here on YouTube, I've been able to learn how much Jesus has affected the lives of so many people around the world in a very, very intimate way. And I'm still learning about him and his life. But being able to take this trip through his footsteps with a donkey, which is something he probably did, walking from Nazareth, his hometown, to Kfar Nachum, a place where he lived as well, I really get a appreciation for this beautiful land that we get to have here called Israel. It's an amazing country and the amazing journey that he was on here in northern Israel. Walking with these donkeys from Nazareth to here, we retrace the very steps that Jesus himself might have taken. Through the rolling hills and ancient paths, we journey not through the land, but through time. Each step a connection to the past, each moment a reflection of faith that has carried us here. The dust of the earth beneath our feet, the whispers of wind through the trees, and the gentle bray of the donkeys, all joined together in a chorus of remembrance and reverence, reminding us that we are walking in the footsteps of history, in the footsteps of Christ. You're in the Sea of Galilee. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you a long time. Goodbye, class.
If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to monetarily support the channel. Some of the best ways to support me happen to be PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining our Patreon community. Links to them can be found in the pinned comments or the description of every one of my videos. Joining my Patreon community gives you access to exclusive content and the chance to talk to me on our Discord server. I also go live almost every day here on YouTube. And after my live streams, me and my patrons from Patreon head over to our Discord server to an exclusive after-party hangout. Your support is the only way that I can keep creating the content that you love watching for me. Thank you.